Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Did you know that there are over 7.7 billion people living in the world today? And a whopping 16% of everyone living has suffered or is still dealing with constipation. That's 1,230,000,000 people worldwide. So in this video, I'm going to address 3 reasons why we get constipated and what we can do to prevent it. Constipation occurs when food or stool moves too slowly through the digestive tract. It can't be eliminated properly from the rectum, or we ignore or resist the urge to go poop when we get that signal. That can cause your stool to become hard and dry. Now, there are many more serious causes of constipation, like blockage caused by bowel obstruction or cancers, problems with nerves such as in multiple sclerosis, Parkinson, or stroke, and also issues with your muscles or your hormones. But in this video, I'm going to focus on the more common, less serious causes of constipation, which stems from diet, exercise, and not listening to your body. So what exactly is poop or feces? So your feces is made up of 75% water. The other 25% comes from dead bacteria that helps to break down your food, living bacteria, protein, undigested food matter, usually in the form of fiber, waste material from foods, cellular linings, fats, salts, substances released from the intestines such as mucus, and also substances released from the liver as well. Now, there are actually some factors that increases your risk of being constipated, like being an older adult or being a woman, being dehydrated, eating foods that are low in fiber, not getting enough movement or exercises. Also, taking certain medication can increase your risk of constipation, as well as certain mental health issues such as depression or eating disorders. Okay, so now that I've touched on what constipation is, some of the causes and risk factors, I want to talk about the process of constipation and the 3 most common reasons people get constipated. So I'm going to go back to the beginning. Digestion begins with your first bite. Chewing or mastication that releases saliva helps to break down or begin the process of breaking down your food. Your food then travels down your esophagus through a series of muscular contractions called peristalsis. Digestive juices are added as food enters your stomach to further break down the foods that you've eaten.
The breaking down and mixing of food in your stomach can be somewhat thought of as a biological blender. Your food substances are virtually unrecognizable as it leaves the stomach.
Bile produced by the liver is added to continue the breakdown of fats. The body then extracts all of the nourishment needed to aid during the process of digestion. The intestine walls also has cells that absorb proteins, sugars, and fats. Water and salts are then absorbed, causing the waste products to become firmer and turn into stool.
The stool is pushed through the intestine towards the rectum by these peristaltic muscular contractions.
We have about 3 to 4 major peristalsis contractions per day. The time it takes for food to move along the digestive tract is called transit time. The average woman has a transit time of 2.4, and the average male has a transit time of 1.9. So in essence, women should be pooping about 2 to 3 times a week, and men should be pooping about 3 to 4 times a week. When stool fills your rectum, nerve endings register that your rectum is distended or expanded, and it sends a signal to your brain alerting you to find a toilet.
Your internal sphincter relaxes by reflex, and stool is moved further down towards the anus.
And when you're ready, you allow your anal sphincter to relax and release. So what happens when you're dehydrated or you're not properly hydrated? Your fecal matter in the beginning starts out less than 75% water. So as it moves down the digestive tract, when additional water and salts are absorbed, you're already at a higher risk for constipation than if you were properly hydrated. That is one of the major reasons that people get constipated. The second reason is not eating adequate fiber-rich foods. Dietary fiber increases the weight and size of your stool. It also softens it, so a bulky stool is easier to pass, thus reducing your likelihood of constipation. But when you are missing or you don't have the fiber, it goes back to a less ideal hardened stool. The third most common reason that people are most likely to get constipated is ignoring or resisting the urge to go poop. When you get the urge to go and you ignore it and you don't go, more water is absorbed from your fecal matter, making it dry and hard, and it gets lodged in the colon, making elimination very difficult. Now, I get it. Some people delay having bowel movements because, well, they don't want to use toilets outside of the home, or you're so busy you don't want to stop what you're doing to actually go. When my son was a toddler or a young baby, he would not poop at the babysitter nor the daycare. He would wait, even at that young age, and by the time he got home and got ready to go, believe me, it was a struggle. So after some extra hydration, doing a little gentle colon massages and some baby abdominal exercises, my son will find himself in a corner somewhere on his tippy toe trying to relieve himself. And when it was finally done, he would return to play as if we couldn't smell what had just happened. Even to this day, he does not use the restroom in public places. People who ignore the urge to have a bowel movement may eventually stop feeling the need to have one, and that can lead to chronic constipation and worse, fecal impaction. Chronic constipation, though, can lead to hemorrhoids due to constantly straining. It can also lead to anal fissures or little tears around your anuses that can also make it difficult to eliminate. So the best way to eliminate constipation is by prevention. Now, here are some ways that you can help to avoid developing chronic constipation. Eat more fiber-rich food or foods with high fiber, such as bean, vegetable, grains, fruit, and brands. Drink plenty of fluids. Stay as active as possible. Try to get regular exercise, even if it's only going for a walk. Of course, managing your stress is also helpful, and don't ignore the urge to go. But if you happen to get constipated, I will link a video I did on how to relieve your constipation in 30 minutes or less.
By following these prevention tips, you won't get stuck, no pun intended, on the toilet trying to force your body to do something that it's having a difficult time doing.
Well, that's all I'm going to address on this particular video, but please don't forget to subscribe for more health tip videos, home remedies, and sometimes a little hope. Till next time, God bless.